Hi, it's Yolandi from Goodnight. With us all having to stay at home, now is the ideal opportunity to work on your child's routine and schedule during the day. It's a great time to be consistent because your child needs 10 to 14 days to help change their internal clock, what we call a circadian rhythm. It's that 24-hour clock. And this is a great time to work at it. For me, there's always 3 things to keep in mind with babies when you want to work on their routine and schedule. Keeping in mind, don't be too rigid and too time-bound. You do need a little bit of flexibility because we're working here with a baby, not with a robot. But it is around 9 to 10 months where your day will start to become a little bit more predictable. What are these things we want to work out? The first thing is that you want to look at your day as a 12-hour day and a 12-hour night. Once again, with a little bit of flexibility. So start your day off at a similar time and end it at a similar time. Here in South Africa, a good time is to look at it as a 6 to 7 start to the day and a 6 to 7 end to the day. That means that anything before 6 o'clock we see as a night waking, and you're going to follow the process according to what you do at night time and keep your child in the dark for as close to 6 as possible. As soon as your child is exposed to light, their bodies stop producing melatonin and their clock is reset for the day, and they're going to keep on waking up at that time. So keep them in the dark for as close to 6 as possible. But if they're still asleep by 7, you do need to wake them up to make sure that you get that feed in, because if you miss that feed, they will most probably make it up later during the day. The second thing is, with regards to that 12-hour day, 12-hour night, is to make sure that your bedtime ends between 6 and 7. At the earliest, you want to put your child down at 6, but at the latest at 7. Note that late bedtimes often cause early wake-ups. It's not the opposite. The second thing to keep in mind is to keep an eye on your child's awake time. So for a small baby of about 3 months, their awake time will be about an hour and a half. And at 6 months, it will be 2.5 hours. And by 8 months, it will be 3 hours. Around 10 months, your awake time is going to be about 3.5 hours. And it will stay that until your child moves to 1 nap a day. Okay, the third thing to keep in mind to help form a pattern during the day is to follow what we call a sleep, feed, play schedule. So you want to feed your baby when they wake up and not when they go to sleep. The reason for this is so many benefits to this. First of all, it helps with reflux and all sorts of things because your baby has time to digest their meal. So they're feeding and drinking and they're full and they get all those farts and all those things out, and then they need to go and lie down for sleep. From our perspective as sleep consultants, feeding and sleeping is often a very difficult thing that we have to work out and get out of the system. The other reason for it is of course that when your baby wakes up, they have the most energy to help them to properly fall asleep. I hope these tips help you. If you don't, remember that our consultants are available to help you remotely from wherever you are. Good night.